Hey, what's going on guys? Hitesh here, back with another video, and it is about 1:36 in the morning, and I'm making this video because the ASUS TUF 2023 series has just been unveiled and has been released in India. It's available to purchase right now. So yeah, in this video, let's take a look at them and the pricing situation and what do I think about them. But before that, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn notifications. Also, join the Telegram community, guys. Our group is almost over like 400 people right now, and there is always a lot of buzz, discussion, tech deals, everything going on every time in our group. So make sure to join the Telegram community. Link is down in the description. I'll catch you in Telegram. All right, with that said, let's get right into the video. So let's start with the cheapest of the bunch. This is the ASUS TUF A15 with the last generation Ryzen 7 6800H, which they have rebranded as the Ryzen 7 7735HS, and it's got the RTX 4050 fully powered variant, and the pricing is actually really good. I expected this pricing exactly because this laptop costs the same in the UK. In the UK, this laptop costs about £1,049, and in India it is costing 1,06,000 rupees. So that's almost pound to Indian rupees conversion. So I've always said UK price and Indian prices are very similar, and you can see with the ASUS TUF A15 the Indian price is at 1,06,000 rupees, which I believe is surprisingly good. Like I didn't expect RTX 4050 laptops to be at this price given what MSI has been doing. They have been releasing really trash laptops at such high prices. So the ASUS TUF A15 with the RTX 4050 at 1,06,000 rupees is okay. Definitely the price should be reduced. I believe an RTX 4050 should be around 90,000 rupees based on the performance. I know it's a 50 series card, and it performs like a 3060, so it should be around 90,000 rupees. But yeah, given the laptop just launched and with future discounts and all those things, definitely the price will drop at around 1 lakh rupees, and so that at that price it can be actually a pretty good deal. Okay, and in terms of the specifications, it also has a decent display. It is 250 nits, but it is actually 100% sRGB. That is a good thing. It's a good compromise, I believe. Although I don't think in 2023 there should be a compromise with display, because 100% sRGB 300 nits is not that expensive these days, guys. It should be pretty much normalized. But what can you do? Right now, this ASUS is providing you with a 100% sRGB display. Even though it is 250 nits, it is at least 100% sRGB. It also supports G-Sync, and which means this laptop also has advanced Optimus, which means you can turn on and off the mux switch without having to recharge your laptop. That is a good thing. And overall, it's pretty standard affair. 6800H, 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR5 dual channel, RTX 4050, and yeah, I would say a decent price. But yeah, expect some discounts, and I would recommend this laptop at around 1 lakh rupees. So yeah, overall good. Moving on to the next laptop. This is the killer deal in my opinion. The ASUS TUF Gaming F15, which is the Intel variant with the i7-12700H and a fully powered RTX 4060 for just 1,16,000 rupees. Yes, I'm using the word just because honestly, this is great. I didn't expect this laptop to be at 1,16,000 rupees. I expected it to be around 1,25,000 rupees. But ASUS has really priced this amazingly well. The main problem with this laptop is that I am not sure if the 100% if this display, this 1080p display, is actually a 100% sRGB display or not.
Hold on guys, I just checked the product page again, and right now the product page is showing that the ASUS TUF Gaming F15 with the 12700H and the RTX 4060 at 1,15,000 rupees does have a 100% sRGB display. It is just like the 4050 model. It is 250 nits, but it is sRGB. It is fully 100% sRGB. And honestly, that makes this deal from good to absolutely amazing. It's actually very good for this price. I didn't expect it to have a 100% sRGB display. Yes, I know it's 250 nits, but guys, that monitor behind me, that's a 400 nits monitor, and even in this bright room, it is still under 50% brightness, and at night, it generally runs at 35-40% brightness. So indoors, 250 nits is enough. The good thing is it is 100% sRGB, which means you're going to have good saturated vibrant colors, and yeah, that's it. So that makes this laptop from a good deal to an incredible deal.
deal with some discounts and all. If you can manage this thing at around 1,10,000 rupees, I believe this is a very good deal. This RTX 4060 will perform around an RTX 3070 level, and it has advanced Optimus 12700H, fully powered RTX 4060. I've already mentioned you. So this is a very, very, very very good deal in my opinion, because this laptop just launched and the launch price is actually quite good. It's quite shocking actually. This is already the cheapest RTX fully powered RTX 4060 laptop in India. And guys, let me tell you, do not bother with any other variant of the ASUS TUF F15. There is the i7-13700H variant. Let me show you. There is the i7-13700H variant, and also the i9-13900H variant. Do not bother about this. The only advantage of this i9 laptop is that it has got a 100% sRGB display, which is mentioned here. But do not bother. At 1,55,000 rupees, it is not worth buying, because the 12700H variant is only 1,16,000 rupees. Let me tell you, there is no difference between an i7 12700H, i9 12900H, i7 13700H, or an i9 3900H. They are all the same. They have 8 P cores and 6 E cores. The only difference is that the 13700H, the i9 12900H, and the 13900H, they are just higher powered variant of the i7 12700H. So as long as the CPU can sustain high power levels, you're going to get the little bit extra performance with 13700H, 12900H, or 3900H. Otherwise they are all fundamentally the same CPU. The only difference is with clock speeds and because of the higher power draws. So do not bother with those higher end CPU variants. They are just the same laptops, they have the same CPUs, just their higher powered variants. Do not bother with them. This ASUS TUF F15 at 1,16,000 rupees is a fantastic deal, and with card discounts and all that in the future during the sales and all, this is going to be one of the best recommendations going forward. So very good. Now there should also be the Ryzen 7 6800H or the 7735HS variant of the same laptop, in case you want more efficiency, because the 6800H is far more efficient than the 12700H. Like, you're going to get like double the battery life with the 6800H model, but that model is not yet launched in India. So you can see it is available in UK at the moment. The 7735HS with the RTX 4060, this variant is not yet launched in India. It is costing around 1 lakh. It's going to cost around 1,20,000 rupees, which is a little bit too much. I believe if this laptop is also around 1,15,000 rupees or 1,16,000 rupees in India, personally I would purchase it over the 12700 variant, because in my opinion I prefer efficiency over raw performance. So the 1600H is also a fantastic CPU. Obviously it'll be slightly slower than the 12700H, but yeah, I would take that over the peak performance of the 12700H. But yeah, this variant is not yet launched in India, so hopefully they will launch it later down the line. But yeah, okay. And finally we have the variant that I was waiting for. It's the ASUS TUF A15 with the brand spanking new Ryzen 9 7940H Zen 4. This is the latest and the greatest Zen 4 architecture with the 7940H, which is the 4 stands for Zen 4. And it's got RTX 40, same, everything is the same. It's just a CPU upgrade. This CPU, the 7940HS, is a fantastic CPU. It is around 30% faster than the 6800H in multi-core performance, and in single core performance it's around 20 to 25% faster. So the 7940HS is a big improvement over the 6800H. In fact, it is such a big improvement that at 35 watts, the 7940HS in multi-core will score the same number of points as the 6800H at 65 watts. So the 7940HS is a fantastic improvement. It is super efficient and super fast. So it's a big improvement. But my problem is this price is a bit too much. 1,52,000 rupees for an RTX 4060 is definitely not recommended. I think the reason this laptop is so expensive is obviously the new CPU, but also the 1TB SSD. I have seen ASUS is charging a lot for these 1TB SSDs. I've seen it in their website. The pricing for the 1TB SSD is just way too much. They increase the price by like 7-8,000 rupees. So that's a lot of that's too expensive for a 1TB SSD. And also the fact that this is the higher end SKU. This thing has a quad HD 100% DCI P3 display. So it's a really high-end display, and there is no option for a lower-end 1080p 100% sRGB display like we have with the RTX 4050 model. So I hope those models also release, and you can get this 7940HS with the RTX 4060 and a 100% sRGB display, full HD display at around 1,30,000-35,000 rupees. I think 1,30,000 would be ideal, but yeah, it's not yet available in India. Right now only the top end display variant is available in India, and it is a little bit too expensive in my opinion. You can see that in the UK the 7940HS variant is available with the RTX 4070 at only 1,50,000 rupees, 1,55,000 rupees or so. This particular unit has a pretty bad display. It has a 144 hertz display, but it is not even 100% sRGB, so it's not worth buying. So I'm waiting for the ASUS TUF A15 with the 7940HS and RTX 4070, but with the full HD display. That is going to be reasonable at around 1,50,000 rupees. That would be a good deal. Okay, but right now at the moment the 7940HS with the RTX 4060, but with the super high-end display and this one needlessly expensive 1TB SSD, it's a bit too expensive. 1,50,000 rupees is a bit too much in my opinion. It should be available at around 1,30,000 to 35,000 rupees with a full HD display. So that is what I'm waiting for. So overall, if I'm looking at the ASUS TUF series launch, I would say it's a mixed bag. It is not perfect by any means. Obviously, there are some SKUs, some variants that I am waiting for, like the lower end display with the higher end GPUs. Those variants are not yet available, especially the 7940HS model, which only has the quad HD display option. I would prefer a full HD display, as I said. That's the thing. But overall, I would say it's overall a bit a positive in my opinion, because of the lower end variants. The RTX 4050 variant is reasonably priced, and also the RTX 4060 with the 12700H is very well priced in my opinion. It is very well priced. So overall, the ASUS TUF A15 for another year is looking like a very good. ASUS is really doing amazingly well with this TUF series. The first generation TUF was really bad, and then after that they have started improving. The 2022 variant was greatly improved, and yeah, now the ASUS TUF is kind of creeping towards that premium range slowly because of the pricing of the components and all those things. But overall, I think it's an overall a good launch, far better launch than MSI, far better launch than MSI. And yeah, the only laptop that looks to compete with the ASUS TUF is looking like the Acer Helios. So I'll take a look, I'll compare the two laptops in my next video. Right now it's 1:50 a.m. so I need to end this video right now. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Also join the Telegram community, link is down in the description. Engage in tech discussions and get alerted on the best tech deals the earliest. Alright guys, take care. I'll catch you in the next one. Good night.